I chose an excerpt out of Terence V. Powderly's book, 30 Years of Labor, simply because I believe it held a powerful embodiment of his personal values. Moreover, as it was published in 1889, the ideas he introduces in his book are extremely prevalent for what was occurring during the time. Additionally, the excerpt I chose was Powderly's proposed preamble for the Knights of Labor. Preambles are documents that act as an introduction or as a preliminary statement for a group or cause. This means that it includes the overlying values of the Knights of Labor, such as the abolition of child labor, the strategy of arbitration over strikes, 8-hour workdays, among many others. When I was performing my excerpt, I wanted to emphasize some of Powderly's strategies in order to make it appealing to the audiences. For example, as it's a preamble, my job was to act as convincing as possible in order to sway my audience to join the Knights of Labor. That being said, some moments that I wanted to emphasize were the outside sources that he decided to quote. One of these quotes that I attempted to highlight was when I stated, "In the sweat of thy brow shalt thou eat bread." I conveyed this line in a softer tone due to its different style of language and to show that it wasn't Powderly's words. This line provides a religious appeal to the audience as it's a reference to Genesis 3:19, the first book of the Bible. Another line I wanted to emphasize with a stronger tone was when Powderly states that he wanted his union to please the greatest good to the greatest number. This is because it's a line that is a reference to a statement said by Jeremy Bentham, who is considered the founder of utilitarianism. I wanted this line to stand out because the motives behind labor unions are very similar and parallel to the values expressed in utilitarianism. Moreover, considering that my excerpt was very much like a list, I tried to emphasize the more specific points that held the strongest embodiments of the union. To provide examples, some lines were the prohibition of the employment of children in workshops, mines, and factories before attaining their 14th year, and the substitution of arbitration for strikes whenever and wherever employees and employers are willing to meet on equitable grounds. In all, by the end of the speech, I hoped for the audience to gain a stronger understanding of what Terence V. Powderly and the Knights of Labor stood and fought for.